Hello everyone, in this video we'll be covering the Bactic Iceberg. This iceberg, like the mana one, was actually made by me. I think Bactic has been the most popular suggestion for an iceberg ever since my Malice Miser video. Right at the start I have to give credit to the Bactic Zone website, which seems to chronicle every single thing about the band and has been an immense help in the making of this video. For those of you who don't know Bactic, it is a Japanese rock band. It was founded in 1983 and is considered one of the most important bands of the visual kei movement. Their music covers a wide variety of genres, including punk rock, goth rock, industrial rock, post-punk and alternative rock. This is gonna be a bit of a special video, because for the first time in the history of this channel, I will be joined by Sakuga Asu. You might know her from her covers of Malice Miser songs in English. If you don't, make sure to check out her channel once the video is over. Several of Bactic's songs have been used in anime. In 1998, their single Gesekai appeared in the anime adaptation of Night Poker: The Midnight Detective as an opening theme. In 2005, their song Dress, initially released in 1993, was used as the opening theme for Trinity Blood. Kagero, released in 2006, was written specifically to be used as the ending theme of Holic. 2010 saw the release of Kuchizuke, used as the opening theme for Shiki. In 2018 they performed the theme song for Gegege no Kitaro. Finally, in 2020 the band provided the theme song to Peach Buddy G. Bactic's best known lineup consisted of Atsushi Sakurai as the lead vocalist, Hisashi Imai as lead guitarist, Hidehiko Hoshino as rhythm guitarist, Yutaka Uta Higuchi as bassist, and Tol Yagami as a drummer. This lineup started in 1985 with the firing of the previous vocalist, Araki. Its first live show was in December 1985. It ended in 2023 with the passing of Atsushi. Atsushi was known to have health problems in the past. In 1996 he fell seriously ill with acute peritonitis while at a photoshoot in Nepal. After a live show in 2018, during which he was visibly unwell but insisted on finishing the performance, he was diagnosed with gastrointestinal bleeding. On October 19, 2023, during a concert at the ZEP Music Hall in Yokohama, Atsushi was rushed to a hospital due to sudden signs of illness, abruptly ending the performance. He was visibly unwell during the first song, sat down to perform the second, and was then escorted off stage by staff after the third song. He died that night at the age of 57 due to a brainstem hemorrhage. His funeral was attended by close friends and family, and his death was publicly announced on October 24th. Remaining members of Bactic decided to hold a concert in memory of Atsushi on December 29th at the Budokan. As of writing of the script, it is not known whether this will be the final performance of the band or not. As mentioned, Bactic are considered one of the main founders of the visual kei movement. Unlike many other visual kei bands, Bactic had enjoyed a steady popularity throughout their career. Their 1988 single Just One More Kiss was the first successful single by a visual kei band. They were an inspiration for many other bands of this movement. Atsushi initially joined the band as a drummer. He didn't know how to play drums before that, he just thought that it would be cool to play them. After Araki was kicked out of the band in 1985, Atsushi became the vocalist and Tol replaced him on the drums.
Bactic's performance of Kiss Me Goodbye during the Climax Together show is probably their best known live performance, and many fans consider it to sound better than the studio version of the song. A 2018 re-upload of it on YouTube has garnered over 1.5 million views. There's actually a small mistake in the title of the video, as the Climax Together event was held in 1992, not 1994. On July 29, 2001, Buktik played at the Soya Rock Festival in Dongducheon, South Korea. It was their third and last live show outside Japan. They performed alongside acts such as Megadeth, Cul-de-sac, and Black Hole. They even had an interview on Korean television. The name Buktik is a creative spelling of the word bakuchiku, which stands for firecracker. The member who came up with this name was Hisashi. As mentioned in the intro of this video, Buktik Zone is a comprehensive Buktik fan site, which chronicles everything to do with the band. On this website, you can find the band's history, information on the members, the discography, lyrics, and many other things. The author of the site has been working on it since 1995. They've been a fan of Buktik since 1989. They also have a Twitter profile on which they make daily posts about what happened in Buktik's history on each date.
Buktik performed their first overseas live show on September 21, 1988 at the Greyhound Music Club in London, England. They came to London earlier that month to record their fourth studio album, Taboo, at the Master Rock Studios. The tickets for the show were only £2, and apparently members of the fellow Visual Kei band Tercibet attended it, as they were also recording in London at the time.
スタジオの近くの、キルバーンストリートかな、でいます、ロンドンの印象は、ここは、インド屋の前なんですごくカレーの匂いがして、面白くていいですこの辺は。
The Taboo tour of 1989 was cut short in April when Hisashi was arrested for LSD possession at Haneda Airport. Hisashi had a stronger pill form of the drug, and it was the first time someone had been found in possession of it in Japan. By cancelling the tour, the band lost the sale of 38,000 tickets, equaling over 100,000 yen. Hisashi was sentenced to 6 months in prison and got a 3-year suspended sentence. However, out of his 6-month sentence, he served only 20 days.
Department arrested a member of the rock group Bakuchiku this afternoon on suspicion of violating the narcotics control law. Arrested was Hisashi Imai for allegedly receiving the drug LSD from a friend who works as a sales clerk. According to investigators with the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, Mr. Imai received more than 10 tablets of LSD from his friend sometime around December last year. He then allegedly took the LSD in his home. The department arrested Mr. Imai this afternoon when he arrived at Haneda Airport from Kochi, where he was making a band tour. Bakuchiku is a popular rock group among young people which made its debut in September 1987. The department has already arrested 15 people, including Mr. Imai, on suspicion of LSD trafficking. It is the first time for the police to confiscate LSD in tablet form. The tablet form is stronger than LSD soaked in paper. The department is now investigating the traffic route of the drug.
Atsushi wrote the songs Sakura and Jupiter about his mother's death. She passed away in 1990 while he was on the Aku no Hana tour. Because of this, he wasn't able to fully mourn her death. Schwein was an international music group comprising members of Buktik, KMFDM and PIC. In 2001 they released an album Schweinstein, followed by the remix album Son of Schweinstein. Schwein toured Japan in the summer of 2001. Ak-chan was a nickname of Atsushi. I wasn't able to find any information on where it originated, but even the band members refer to him that way.
The heavy metal band X Japan came to prominence in 1989 during Buktik's hiatus. According to Buktik Zone, the rock community of Japan divided itself into 2 camps. You were either a Buktik fan or an X Japan fan. Over time, members of Buktik and X Japan actually developed a friendship. Jupiter was the name of Hyde's dog. Some fans believe that the song Jupiter, released in 1991, is named after it, but it was actually the other way around. Jupiter died at a young age in 1993. It was mentioned in the thank you section of the Darker Than Darkness album. In 1991, Atsushi changed the spelling of his last name. He switched to the older kanji for Sakura. It is presumed that the decision to change the spelling may have been affected by the death of his mother. In 2004, Atsushi released his solo album Ai no Wakuse, and in 2015, he formed a solo project called The Mortal. Also, in 2004, Hisashi formed the rock trio Lucy, with guitarist and vocalist Yoshi of Spread Beaver and drummer Katsushige Okazaki. Fish Tank is the name of the official Bucktick fan club. Its name was changed from Bucktick Club in 1996. Members of the club receive things like a membership card, newsletters, first access to concert tickets, etc.
Hurry Up Mode is Bucktick's debut album, released in 1987. The original pressing of the CD version of the album is probably the rarest Bucktick release, excluding promo material and stuff like that. The CD tracklist is different from the vinyl one. The CD combines the intro track Prologue and the song Plastic Syndrome Type 2 into a single track, and there are two unique tracks, Vacuum Dream and No No Boy. These two songs haven't been released on the vinyl nor on the 1990 reissue CD. Hinan Go Go is what the band was called before it became Bucktick. The word Hinan stands for criticism, so basically the band's name was Criticism Go Go. They started by performing covers of the punk rock band The Stalin. They played their first show at a local amateur festival, Little Rock, sometime in the summer of 1984. In a true punk fashion, they barely knew how to play their instruments. Their first performance as Bucktick was in late 1984. The song Soldier, later renamed to Freaks, was the band's first original song. Apparently they decided to sell it to another band for 500 yen, at the time about $1. After Bucktick's rapid rise in popularity, the band members missed playing at small live houses. Because of this, they organized a secret gig under the false name Blacklick at Shinjuku Loft on January 24, 1988. They used it as an opportunity to play their older songs. Later in the year, a comic book entitled Hearts was released. Its protagonists were a struggling band modeled after Bucktick and were also named Blacklick. In 2001, Visual Kei musicians Tatsuro, Yu, Aye, Lei and Tsuyoshi formed a Bucktick cover band named Blacklick. Darker Than Darkness, Style 93, Bucktick's seventh album, consisted of 11 songs but 93 tracks. On the originally released CD, after track 10 it skips to track 75, titled Not T Dice. After that, the CD skips to track 84, titled Kirameki no Nakade. And finally, after that, it skips to track 93, titled DTD. Reportedly, many people who bought the CDs thought that their copies were broken and tried to return them for new ones.
During a live show on May 6, 1987, the band performed a song, Boy's Error, which hasn't been released on any albums. You can find a live recording of this song on YouTube. Most of the songs performed in 1984, when the band was still called Hinan Gogo, have also not been released. In several interviews, the band members mentioned some songs that were cut from their albums. However, they have never been performed live, and no recordings of them exist. Longinus, also known as The Spear of Longinus, is a 40 minutes long action horror film released in 2004, starring Atsushi as the lead character.
不思議な生き物だな。お前たち人間は。生きるために殺し。死ぬために生きる。
Haruka Tono is an award-winning novelist. In 2020, it was publicly revealed that he is a son of Atsushi. On June 5th, 1994, while the band was in Turkey for a photo shoot, they performed one song at a small venue in Istanbul. Apparently, they went to the venue just to watch a random live show, but they were invited on stage by the band that was performing there.
And that's it for my Backtake Iceberg. I had a lot of fun doing research for this video and I hope you all had fun watching it. Once again, huge thanks to Backtake Zone for being an amazing source of information and to Sakuga Asu for her narration. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description, go check out her Malice Miser covers. I think Machery is my favorite band, it's honestly hard to choose, they're all very cool. Thank you for watching, I hope you learned something new today, and goodbye.